She didn't finish, but I knew what she was thinking. I thought about Mom when I was little, her arm around my shoulders as we stood on the back deck of our house in L.A. She'd pointed out the stars to me. Polaris, Orion's Belt, Sirius. Then she'd smile at me, and I'd feel like I was more important than any constellation in the sky. Mom had sacrificed herself to save Dad's life. She'd used so much magic, she literally burned up. How could I ever be that brave? Yet I had to try to save Dad. Otherwise, I'd feel like Mom's sacrifice had been for nothing. And maybe if we could rescue Dad, he could set things right, even bring back our Mom. "Is that possible?" I asked Horace, but the voice was silent. "All right," I decided. "So how do we stop Set?" Bess thought for a moment, and then smiled. I got the feeling that whatever she was about to suggest, I wasn't going to like it. There might be a way without completely giving yourself over to the gods. There's a book by Thoth, one of the rare spellbooks written by the god of wisdom himself. The one I'm thinking of details a way to overcome Set. It is the prized possession of a certain magician. All we need to do is sneak into his fortress, steal it, and leave before sunset while we can still create a portal to the United States. "Perfect," Sadie said. "Hold up," I said. "Which magician and where's the fortress?" Bass stared at me as if I were a bit slow. "Why, I think we already discussed him. Desjardins. His house is right here in Paris." Once I saw Desjardins' house, I hated him even more. It was a huge mansion on the other side of the Tuileries, on the Rue des Pyramids. "Pyramids Road?" Sadie said. "Obvious much?" "Maybe he couldn't find a place on the stupid evil magician street," I suggested. The house was spectacular. The spikes atop its wrought iron fence were gilded. Even in the winter rain, the front garden was bursting with flowers. 5 stories of white marble walls and black shuttered windows loomed before us, the whole thing topped off by a roof garden. I'd seen royal palaces smaller than this place. I pointed to the front door, which was painted bright red. "Isn't red a bad color in Egypt? The color of Set?" Bass scratched her chin. "Now that you mention it, yes, it's the color of chaos and destruction." "I thought black was the color of evil," Sadie said. "No, dear. As usual, modern folk have it backwards. Black is the color of good soil, like the soil of the Nile. You can grow food in black soil. Food is good. Therefore, black is good. Red is the color of desert sand. Nothing grows in the desert. Therefore, red is evil." She frowned. "It is strange that Desjardins has a red door." "Well, I'm excited," Sadie grumbled. "Let's go knock." "There will be guards," Beth said, "and traps, and alarms. You can bet the house is heavily charmed to keep out gods." "Magicians can do that?" I asked. I imagined a big can of pesticide labeled "God away." "Alas, yes," Beth said. "I will not be able to cross the threshold uninvited. You, however—" "I thought we're gods too," Sadie said. "That's the beauty of it," Beth said. "As host, you're still quite human. I have taken full possession of Muffin, so I'm pretty much me, a goddess. But you are still, well, yourselves. Clear?" "No," I said. "I suggest you turn into birds," Beth said. "You could fly onto the roof garden and make your way in. Plus, I like birds." "First problem," I said. "We don't know how to turn into birds." "Easily fixed." "And a good test for channeling your godly power. Both Isis and Horus have bird forms. Simply imagine yourself as birds, and birds you shall become." "Just like that?" Sadie said. "You wouldn't pounce on us?" Bast looked offended. "Perish the thought." I wish she hadn't used the word perish. "Okay," I said. "Here goes." I thought. "You in there, Horace?" "What?" he said testily. "Bird form, please." "Oh, I see. You don't trust me, but now you need my help." "Man, come on, just do the falcon thing." "Would you settle for an emu?" I decided talking wasn't going to help, so I closed my eyes and imagined I was a falcon. Right away, my skin began to burn. I had trouble breathing. I opened my eyes and gasped.